Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video in our 12 days of Hallschlock Christmas. What day are we on? Number 6? Number 5? It doesn't matter, guys, because we are still barely, not even halfway there to our 12 days. And I don't know, guys, I don't know about you, but I think the over-cheerfulness of the holiday season right now and Hallmark together are just absolutely devastating to me right now. So we're getting through it as best as we can. I still believe we need at least 12 more movies to get through, and oh God. Once again, I haven't really reminded you guys at all throughout these 12 videos at this point, but again, if you guys are enjoying yourself, then go ahead and just ring-a-ling-ding that subscribe button, and holiday slam that like button, and let's get into this first movie here today. We're going to be talking about the Hallmark Cinderella Christmas, featuring Emma Rigby, who plays Emma, and good old Peter Porte as Niklaus. A Cinderella Christmas, as the name would imply, is essentially a modernized, pukey take on the whole classic Cinderella story. Niklaus plays a playboy who needs to get married in order to claim his inheritance.
Point isn't to get married just so you can claim your inheritance, Nicholas. The point is to grow up.
Realistically, what it is essentially his mother is, just wants him to make the right decisions in life, and I trust that you won't just jump into a marriage and be irresponsible, and that's the only reason why I'm not giving you your inheritance. So something foolish like,
I'm looking for the woman that brought this stocking to my Christmas masquerade ball. One disappeared before the prize was presented. Is to be a wedding to me.
Way to go, Niklaus. Way to set a great example for all of us. We're introduced to Angie at the beginning of the movie, who is a event planner with her cousin, who is probably one of the most despicable characters in a movie I have seen.
You here to help?
Oh, no, looking for the bank keys. Oh, here they are.
It's actually relatively nice because, as I was talking about, what movie was it? Holiday Road Trip, where the guy is portrayed in a really terrible manner, at least with this movie, we have a female that's portrayed in a super nasty manner. So I guess that's strike one for equality, guys. We're making the change. Has an event planning business with her cousin. Oh, wow, we got Lucy DeVito. Hey, big time names coming on up in the Cinderella Christmas story.
So, I dropped my monster condom that I used for my Magnum Dong.
It's quickly established that both Angie and her cousin are playing event planners to Niklaus, who is the one that threw this Christmas masquerade ball.
Well, I am insane for the Christmas masquerade ideas.
Angie's cousin was actually the one that was invited instead of Angie, but because she broke out in some weird hive and unfortunately did not want to show up to the party. So Angie pretty much takes it upon herself to go out, get that dress for her, go out and get that hair did.
Oscar Wilde did say the only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it.
Angie suffers from what I call the unable to close lips syndrome. Nico here meets his Cinderella by throwing a Christmas time masquerade ball, having an hour discussion with her, and unfortunately for Niklaus, his Cinderella runs away before midnight. Throughout the movie, it's now Niklaus pretty much becoming stalkerish and trying to get someone to confess that they were indeed the girl that he met that night. But because he's a playboy and because he's on Talk Magazine or whatever this garbage magazine that his mother's reading, he's pretty much going to be sought after. So he tries to methodically go about how to find this girl that he met that night by...
Yes. Are you my first candidate?
Ugh. Angie's cousin finds out that Angie goes to the party in place of her, and rather than get upset, Angie, because she's so maniacal, uses this as an opportunity to try to swindle Nico here.
And once I learned who you were, I was nervous to say something because, well, you're you, and I'm just the owner of several successful small businesses I run with my bare hands.
Hey, don't touch me, bitch!
Niklaus isn't as dumb as he looked. Eventually, he starts deciphering all the clues.
Angie, what does Grease make you think of?
Mythology, the ocean.
Ooh, tell me more about Greek mythology. Ooh, the Minotaur. Ooh. Figures out that Angie's the one, and we lead through this whole hoo-ha. He looks into her sock and finds all these clues and whatnot, and of course, at the end of the movie, gets back to her. The cousin eventually The cousin has like the biggest like 180 I've seen. Boom, proposes to her, and there it is. Nico's mom has one of the strangest accents I've heard in a movie.
Oh, yes. But when a man who spends most of his time gallivanting writes
Should we tell her?
more
Ma'am,
wondering
you're
if
from
he's
America.
just trying to wipe
What's
my
with the
dating pool.
Let her do what she's gotta do. A lot of like strange music options. It's
You plus me can only mean we're meant.
This is a Reggie Newman song. Sit down with me, sing along. This movie is so stupid. And you know what? I'm gonna be a good guy. I'm not gonna say anything about anyone's looks in this movie except for Nico, dude. You got the tightness and the bulginess. I don't know if this was a conscious decision with the costume department to just put so many tight objects on him, or if it was just his own style. I wear tight pants that hug my nuts, so I guess I got no room to talk though, so I don't know. It is what it is. Cinderella Christmas. It's stupid. It's lame. It's got some really dumb characters in it. What more would you expect out of a Hallmark movie, guys? That's a wrap. Best Christmas party ever! That's right, it's another Christmas party movie, guys. And this time we got Tori DeVito playing Jenny here. Let me just go ahead and preface this by saying, another DeVito, guys. This is not of actual relations to Lucy DeVito or Danny DeVito, but is a separate DeVito, which I actually believe her dad played drums for Billy Joel for like 28 years, which is pretty badass. And also, too, she was admittedly a cast member in Vampire Diaries. Don't ask me why. I know why. I've seen the entire thing 2 times through. We also have another member from Schitt's Creek. We have Jenny, who, once again, we have another event planner. And what do we got? We got another check mark on set in New York. I swear to Christ, every time set in New York, I'm taking a shot of eggnog. Jamie is an event planner to, I believe it's to Petra. Nick, who is the nephew to Petra, is coming into this movie essentially taking over the role of Petra, who's the lead event planner.
And not just the season. He's going to take over the mantle from me.
Now, this obviously doesn't sit well with Jenny because, she's been putting in her hard work, and obviously now you have a man just coming in, nephew, nepotism at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. And so, of course, she's a little, pissed off, but Petra basically bestows upon Nick to Jenny in order for, Jenny to train him since she's like that top dog event planner, right?
You're fired, Jenny.
And Jenny, once again, is portrayed in such a vanilla manner where...
Sure, a formal, sit-down, candlelit dinner. Senior Arts Center values tradition.
Tight butthole type of mentality. And Nick, again, that wacky, wavy, inflatable, egocentric type of cool guy. It's the same characters recycled in the same manner, just with another title slapped right on there. It's funny that Petra is trying to give Nick the keys to the event planning kingdom when in the movie he is an actor that is going for roles in LA, even though it's set in New York. So it's like, what a dumb move, Petra. I believe they eventually start working with another company who buys out this small time toy store and then wants to throw this real big party to celebrate.
I trust you to make a party that will make both of our bosses proud. You're fired.
What? Have we seen enough? We can tell the future, not because I've seen the movie, but because we've seen this movie before where Nick and Jenny fall in love. Jenny falls in love with his charismatic free spirit and, his charisma and how, oh, Nick, you should. Nick and because we're set in New York, there are so many hot dog eating scenes in this, and it takes place, it's literally 4 scenes in this movie that take place either at the hot dog vendor or just that have hot dogs in it. It's like you're trying to sell me on the fact that, like, hey, we're in New York, we got hot dogs. Is that all we got? We got hot dogs. This shit right here is hysterical. The fact that you have a hot dog vendor, he's got a grill. I don't know why you have to have a grill. Is he just cooking the hot dogs in real time? I know this is so nitpicky, but it's also so stupid. I had to call it out. Nick starts to kind of overstep his boundaries, try to offer a little bit more crazy ideas and kind of undermine Jenny along the way. So of course she takes that a little bit offensively, but eventually they start really working well together because they're working so closely together. You get it, yeah, of course she starts falling in love with him. Of course, there's a lot of hesitation there. Nick eventually gets a role in some sort of soap opera, so, he's got to make the decision. Do I stay here, fall in love with her, or do I go and follow my dream of wanting to be an actor and doing all this stuff? But, of course he gets a little butthurt because there is a guy that is in the corporation that bought out the toy company. He's trying to make moves on her, and Nick sort of takes it as them having something together, but then it's like nothing ends up happening, and that's it's an event planning Christmas party. I mean, there's a scene at the end where they didn't want to work with Jenny in their event planning.
You're fired, Jenny.
Jenny's like, well, let's come together for the community, and it'll be a donation kind of party, and Of course, at the end, Nick makes the decision to fly back to LA for this gig, but of course, Jenny gives him a gift, and that gift is the one thing that changes his mind. I swear to God, he gets to the airport, and the gift was right there. He hasn't opened it. She gave it to him, hours ago at the hotel. And I was about to lose my if this dude opened it up and in there was a hot dog. That would have sealed my fate. I would have been donezo. Spoiler alert, it was a clock radio because of some sob story he told her, and so he comes back, and of course they kiss, and it's an event, and it's a Christmas party. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Jenny.
To the greatest Christmas party ever.
They don't even say the line. They don't even say best Christmas party ever. One job to just give me that. Just give me the line of the movie. Guys, this is the end of our, is this the Christmas event planning special, I guess, yeah. So that's video number 5. Are we there? Is that 5? It doesn't matter. I'm flubbing up so many of these videos at this point. We've reached it. We've reached the end of this one, guys, and again, so titular in every way. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have nothing else to say about this movie. Again, so far, I think we need to keep a running tally as far as how many movies have been set in New York, because it's literally been, I think, a good 90% of these movies set in New York City. We know the reason why. I get it. But it's like, you could at least try to attempt to lie to me every now and then. Anyway, guys, this is some Joe Schmo. 12 Days of Hallschlock Christmas. Next video will be officially the halfway mark. I hope you guys enjoy yourself. Until then, this is some Joe Schmo out. We'll see you next time. Happy holidays, guys.